Hey guys, and welcome back to my Java video tutorials. My name is Mike, and today we're gonna be continuing with our last Java application. Today we're gonna be talking about this little error over here. We're gonna be adding some new features to this graphical application, and also we're gonna be fixing a little bug that I discovered, and probably you discovered it too. So if you already did these programs, you can continue with this video tutorial. And in case you didn't already watch the videos of the last two programs I made, this one and this one, you should probably start watching those two videos first and then come back to this one so you can understand what we are talking about and what we are doing. Okay, so first off, let's start with this little yellow marker over here. It says the serializable class CountWords in window does not declare a static final serial version UID field of type long. Okay, so let's click this and see what solutions Eclipse gives us. We can add a default serial version ID or add a generated serial version ID. So let's add a default serial version ID. Okay, here it is. Let's delete these. So this is our serial version UID. Okay, good. Let's save our application. And as we can see, there is no more yellow error in our application. It's all clear now. Okay guys, so let's understand why do we use this serial version UID. This serial version UID is used to The serial version UID is used to keep track of class versions, so to keep track of the changes we make to our class. This is useful because we can serialize our objects without errors or problems. Using serial version UID like we did over here means that we should increment this every time we change our class. So if we add another method, for example, we should change this from 2 to 3. If we then add some other variables or change some methods, we should change this to 4, and so on. This subject is way more complicated than it looks, but we're not gonna talk about that in this video. In a future video, I will make sure to explain and give a lot of examples so you people can understand all there is to it to this serial version UID. For now, knowing just this is enough. Okay, so the second matter of the day is a little bug I found in both applications. So let's go back to CountWords in console and let's run this application again. Now pay attention to what sentence I give to it. So hello, my name is Mike. So your sentence is hello, my name is Mike. Your sentence has 7 words. Now wait a minute, we don't have 7 words. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. So why does it say 7? Now this happens because our string tokenizer function only takes into consideration white spaces as being separators between words. So in this case over here, after hello we have a space, then an exclamation mark, then another space. So technically this exclamation mark is a word. Now we don't want this to happen because it's not logical, so we need to fix this. How we fix this is very easy. We go here in our string tokenizer and we can add what separators it should take into consideration. So let's add a dot and let's add an exclamation mark. Also don't forget to give it a space too, because if you specify what separators, it will not automatically take into consideration spaces, so we have to specify that too. So we give it a space too. Now we save this and let's run it again. The same example. Hello, my name is Mike. And let's see what happens. So now your sentence has 5 words. Now let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, looks like now it works just like it should. So just to be safe, we should add over here all the marks we can find in a sentence, like a question mark, a comma, and so on, so we can be sure our users will not make any mistakes and the application give them a wrong result. Okay, now let's save this. We're done with it. And let's go on to the next matter of the day. Okay guys, so the next problem of the day is the count words in window application. Let's run this again and see what the problem is. So it looks nice and dandy right now, but what if we do this? Now it doesn't look that nice, right? Or we can do this and it's plain all ugly. So we should find a way to make this application not able to be resized. So it should always stay something like this. Okay, so let's do that. Let's close the application and let's get started. Okay, so doing that is actually very easy. We just need to call a function called setResizable, and we should give it the value false. So this means it is not resizable. So let's save our application and let's run it again. And there, as you can see, we can't resize this application. So it will always look like this. Now, the next thing I wanna do, let's run this again so you can see, is make this application always start in the center of the screen. I don't like it where it is. I don't wanna move it around every time. So the next thing I wanna do is make the application appear in the center of the screen. Let's run this again. I don't like it when it appears over here. I want it to be here. So let's close this, and we can do that very easy. We have another function for that, which is named setLocation relative to, and we give it a null value, which means it will not set a location relative to a certain object on the screen or a certain coordinate, so it will just go on the center of the screen. Let's run this again and see. And voila, we have it in the center of our screen. Let's close this, and also let's don't forget to modify this version of the application too, so it will work like our and also let's modify this version of the application too, so it will not take into consideration question marks, dots, and other stuff like that as words. So let's modify the string tokenizer over here, and let's add a dot, a question mark, an exclamation mark, a comma, and a space. That should be enough. Now let's run it again and test it. So in the center of the screen, my name comma is dot mark and exclamation mark. So let's count the words. So your sentence has 4 words. Correct. Let's clear this and let's close it. Okay guys, so this is all for this video. You can find all the source code on these two applications in the description below. Also, you can find more info in the description below. So if you have any more questions you want me to answer, or if you have any application requests, please ask me and I'll respond as soon as possible. So until next time, take care and keep on coding.